why aren't we doing another transfer? We have done none transfers. Let's try that again. Hello and welcome, ladies, and welcome back if you're one of my wonderful subscribers, and welcome and hello if you are new here. Thanks for stopping by. I am doing a quick series on answering questions that I've been asked a lot since we started our adoption journey. Some of these have been messaged to me via YouTube or Instagram, and some of them have been just sent to my face. And I don't take offense to any of it, and feel free to leave more questions down below, but I wanted to take the time to answer them since more than one person has asked them. And of course, if you stick around to the end of the video, I will show you a piece of cute baby gear, because as you can see, my nursery is almost complete, and that means people have started giving me things, and I've bought things for myself, and everybody loves cute baby onesies, so just stick around until the end. Today, I'm going to be answering the question of why aren't we doing a transfer right away? If you've been following along for a while, you know that the husband and I did a cycle of IVF in January while we were also working the home study process for adoption, and this led to some people asking, why don't you do a transfer? Why are you even bothering with adoption if you're already committed to IVF? And there's a few parts to this question. The first is coverage. Right now, where I work covers IVF, and so it made financial sense to get that done as soon as we could so that I would have some more freedom to switch positions or switch companies if I wanted to. I didn't want that kind of looming over my head as something that I needed to take advantage of while I had it. I wanted just to get it paid for while I had the benefit. The next thing has to do with age. I am 27, almost 28, and I wanted to make sure that I did IVF when my eggs were the freshest. I mean, that's just the bottom line of it, is your eggs get worse every day, and I didn't want to squander my youth. Not that you can't do IVF when you're older, but knowledge is power, and so I know that I'm gonna need this. Might as well take care of it when I have the highest chances of success. The next portion of it was that I didn't know whether or not we were going to need more than one cycle. Cycles get canceled, cycles don't yield embryos, so I wanted to make sure that I had plenty of time should this cycle fail. I wanted to be able to do another one, again, realizing that I was kind of constrained to my job while we still had IVF to do, and that getting embryos that are healthy and frozen was enough to make it financially sensible that I could switch jobs if I wanted to. So that kind of explains why we did IVF so abruptly, but it doesn't explain why we didn't do a transfer. So the truth of that is that I just wasn't mentally ready. I wasn't mentally ready to be on hormones long term again. I wasn't ready to be pregnant again. If you are just new here, in 2018 I had 2 miscarriages, one at 10 weeks and one at 12 weeks, and that is just a lot to handle, and it kind of leaves a bad taste in your mouth around being pregnant and fertility treatments. I got through IVF just because I knew it was the last bit I was going to have to do, probably, hopefully. You know, obviously IVF can fail, but I knew that was kind of the last bit of it, and I wasn't gonna have to be on the drugs I hate, but I just needed a break from my body being tampered with, both naturally and unnaturally with various hormones. I needed a break so that my career can recover and so that I could recover mentally. And I'm definitely taking advantage of the fact that we are both young and the fact that we can wait. We do have time to wait in between when we create the embryos and when we do transfers. I'm not even in my 30s yet, so you can definitely do transfers way later in life, whereas doing your egg retrieval should really be done ASAP. So the long and the short of it is, I need some time to get excited about being pregnant again. I think if I had done a transfer this year, I just would have been really anxious and really worried, and dealing honestly with panic attacks around the whole idea of it, and that's not how I want to go into pregnancy again. It can be something awesome and wonderful and joyous, and it gave me panic attacks to think about it. So I went ahead and made the embryos knowing that one day I will be okay with that, and carrying a child is something that I do want to do, but just not this year. Just not this year. But getting my take-home baby is something I want to do this year. So the husband and I agreed that having our family was the #1 priority. Having biological kids and me getting to experience pregnancy are goals number 2 and 3. And most people get to do 1 through 3 all at once, but we had to kind of pull them apart, and #1 is just the most important. Us becoming parents is the most important. So the most surefire way for us to accomplish that this year was to do adoption. So that's why we didn't transfer. We have embryos, they're good. I feel comfortable with the 3 embryos we have. I have plenty of time in front of me to transfer those 3 embryos, and we are open to adoption. So we're gonna do it. I hope that answered your guys' questions around why we aren't doing a transfer this year. If you have any other questions, leave them down below. If you want to support my channel, give it a like, please. It's just a little button. It's no effort, I promise, and it means a whole lot to me. And until next time, ladies, I'm sorry, I almost forgot to show you cute things. Oh, I would have been such a liar. So this is the thing that we have gotten that my husband loves the most. So the husband, and I would like totally kind of wrote it off. I'm like, oh, we're never gonna use that. And he was like, oh, are you kidding? That is the thing I want the most. And I'll tell you why in a second. It is this little baby robe with this little hood with little ears. Can you see that cute little ears? And I was like, oh, you're never gonna put a baby in a robe. And he's like, no, I'm gonna put the baby in the robe and then I'm gonna sit in a robe. And I was like, I almost melted from cuteness. I was like, well, dream photo right there. That's going on Instagram one day. And so the cute little sheep robe with the cute little baby sheep ears is my husband's favorite thing that we have received so far. All right. Now, until next time, keep on fighting, ladies.